So I'm gonna give a little bit of backstory real quick while I'm waiting on the bike to warm up. Charge my Chi-Chi a little bit more. So the backstory is I lost the key to this bike like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and to get the ignition off to give it to the locksmith to have a new key cut, I had to follow that wire because I didn't want to cut it, and I ended up having to take the tank and the airbox out to get to the plug where I can disconnect the ignition and get it off the bike. So while I was down there, I figured I may as well do some stuff. And what I did was two-wheel Dyno Flash, and put a new air filter in it. Those are two things that I did. And I did the Graves block-off plates while I was in it. So I'm going to test and see what I think about the two-wheel Dyno Flash. So far I idled it a couple of minutes earlier just to make sure it worked. And nothing on the dash looks any different than how it did before. So I think it's good. I can tell right now, I can already tell you that it smells richer burning out of the exhaust. It smells like there's gasoline, like a more gasoline smell in the exhaust. But yeah, this is gonna be my raw, unfiltered reaction to the ECU, and hopefully I can tell a difference. It came back, funny enough, I wasn't expecting it, but I got the ECU back in a plain box, bubble wrapped in a plain box with no note, no stickers or nothing whatsoever. Just the ECU, no emails, nothing else. Hopefully they just did it, sent it back without talking to me at all. Unfortunately, I only got 26% life on my GoPro. Still recording my voice, so I don't know how long that's gonna last, but hopefully it lasts for long enough for me to do something on the bike. Get the throttle open a little bit and feel it. Main thing I'm looking for is throttle feel. Obviously power, but you know, it's not that much power, so I don't know if I'll be able to tell that much of a difference. So mainly the throttle feel and the temperature, seeing if the temperature stays lower than it used to. No wonder I wasn't able to see the temperature. There we go, 140. She's ready to go. Alright, that's it. I'm going to cut it off for now until I get to opening it up a little bit. And I can definitely feel the lack of engine braking. I can tell it's not, dudes, it's bouncing. I can definitely tell it isn't lurching me nearly as hard whenever So my very first impressions is engine braking is definitely a lot less, and that there's zero twitch going on and off throttle. That's been completely smoothed out, way smoother than it was before. I can tell that is a difference for sure. I haven't really gotten into it enough to feel any kind of power difference, but it does feel pretty peppy, I'll tell you that. I don't know if that's a major difference. I haven't got to crack first wide open yet, and I might be able to do it right here and see, but I can say it. I don't know how I feel about the lack of engine braking, because I've always had bikes, mostly Kawasaki's, that have very strong engine braking. I don't know if that's kind of a Kawasaki thing. It's generally a motorcycle thing, but it's... Appreciate it, man. Yeah, bro. Have a good one.
You too.
Anywho. I don't know where I was at, but yeah, I haven't really cracked first wide open yet. I think I'm gonna take it to run down and see what I think. Oh, I think I was talking about the engine braking. I'm not a big fan of it yet, but I'll come to like it some more, I think. It definitely feels a lot smoother, that's for sure. I'll get some more updates later as I ride it. Just put this in afterwards because my GoPro is gonna be dead if I try and talk into the GoPro. But in total, is it worth it for what, $350 shipping there and back? First impressions, I don't know, maybe I haven't really gotten to rip it enough yet to find out, but it definitely feels smoother on the throttle, and the quick shifter also does definitely feel smoother. I think I can feel quite a bit more power down in the lower gears. I haven't really ripped it enough, and I also haven't rode it in like 3 or 4 weeks, you know. One of my buddies has the same bike. I'm probably gonna have him switcheroo on them and get an opinion between the both of us to see what I really think about it, between a stock ECU and the tuned ECU. The engine braking is what's kind of really holding me back a little bit. I don't know if I really like it or not yet. It's definitely changed how I ride. I definitely am a lot more reliant on the brakes, as opposed to how I naturally kind of want to just let off the throttle and then expect the bike to come to a stop, you know. It's not like that. You definitely have to be on the brakes a lot more. But all in all, is it worth it? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Do I like it? Yeah, I think I do like it. Am I happy with it? haven't really had enough to find out. I don't regret it. We'll see how it goes down more in the future once I get up on the snake and get out on the twisties and really start ripping it some more. One last thing I'm putting in here, the fan fin is working. Turning the fans on is around 200. It got to 199 and then started dropping back down. Just want to throw this in here too in case y'all don't know. This little gadget right here hooks into the connector that comes from your battery for this is the same connector that does a battery tender. So if you got a battery tender, you just hook this right into it, and then you can plug stuff into it and charge like a 12 volt in your car, you know. Cool gadget to have in case you gotta charge anything.